Now that the stream is over, we can continue with Dead Cells. Someone else just said, damn it, I just got here. No, you're good. You're good. We got a little bit of Dead Cells ahead of us, then we got some Mayro. So... I figured, if I'm gonna start a stream, I'm gonna start it in style. Don't worry. Mario has had every potential meme, every potential fad, every potential thing in existence as a mod at this point. So I'm sure there will be more wonderful creations from our friend K's Emanuar. So I still haven't completed a run of this, and I plan on playing this for about an hour or so. Will I complete a run? I have no idea. I probably won't, but we'll try. I just need to whip it good. Ooh, Meat Grinder 1. So, okay, let's get the pleasantries out of the way. How are you guys? How's it going? See, now I'm using a whip, and I'm thinking about the Netflix Castlevania trailer. After my stream tonight, we'll take a look at it. Vinny, are you not streaming Fire Emblem because of the fatigue you got near the end of Fire Emblem Awakening? Yeah, that's part of it. Also, I'm not sure I'm in the mood for a strategy game right now. I might pick it up anyway, and maybe play a little bit of it on my own. But the real answer is that I have too many games to play at the moment, man. I've been playing a lot of Isaac on my Switch. Mario Kart came out. I've been playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. I've been playing this. I've been playing Puyo Tetris. You know, all of these games, well, yeah, just about all of those games I've been playing both on and off the stream to the best of my ability. And there's just so many fucking games. And then I also have Prey just sitting there, waiting to be played. And I have not had the chance to play it yet. And I also have considered streaming Vanquish. So yeah, a lot of games. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I also wanted to stream Metroid Zero Mission, and another thing I was thinking about that I don't want to say yet, just in case I change my mind. But a lot of games, lots of games. ARMS is coming out kind of soon too. Too many games. Do you ever get modern game fatigue? I started playing Doom and Prey and was pretty bored. I can't put Dead Cells down though. Sure, I mean it's happened with some games. It has not happened with Doom. However. You know what, let's go to the sewer. Doom, the newest Doom was an exception for me. I actually ended up completing it, playing a little bit of multiplayer, and then doing the arcade mode. And revisiting some levels. So not Doom. Some games, yeah, like Battlefield 1 was cool for a while, but I started getting a little antsy. I was like, oh man, I don't know how much more I can step out into a field and get shot. And then PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds came out, and lo and behold, I'm stepping out into a field and getting shot every day. Though we did have a few games, like, I managed to play a few games over the past couple of days, and at least half of them were in the top 5. So that's pretty cool. Someone said, Vinny, move the cursor. Nah, there's no cursor here, mate. PlayerUnknown Battleground is boring in solos, but when you have a few people, that sucks. But when you have a few people, it makes the experience much more fun. Because, like, during the downtime, you can converse. Wow, that's a quick death. Desecrate the body. Jesus Christ. And there's always, like, you know, you're raiding a house and someone pulls up in a Jeep, and then you have to figure out how you're gonna handle the situation. It's the... you know what it is? It's gambling. In a way, it's fucking just going into houses, gambling, rolling the dice on what items you might get, hoping for the best, and then finding yourselves in random situations that you kind of can't really fully prepare for. And it's a lot more fun than it seems, but it's a lot more fun for me with other people. Solo matches are fun to stream, but multiplayer matches are fun to play just for the fuck of it. I don't know, it depends on what kind of gamer you are. Someone said, is solo worth it? Should I get the game if I'm only gonna play solo? It depends on how much you like the genre. If you've never really played like a battle royale survival game, and you have no idea, maybe not, I don't know. What else? The Far Cry picture. There's a lot of stuff, actually. There was Star Wars Last Jedi pictures. There was, the Far Cry picture. Kind of bored of Far Cry. I didn't play Far Cry BC, and I did not have any interest in playing Far Cry BC. Because by the time I was done with Far Cry 4, I was ready for it to be over. It was a cool game, but yeah, it was time for me to... oh yeah, the Rabbids thing, I talked about that yesterday. Mario and Rabbids. Which I don't even... I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. I'm gonna save my money, maybe? Let's see, what was this? If you don't attack for 5 seconds, you become invisible. No, I'm good. Red Dead Redemption 2 delay. Yeah, I read about that. Spring 2018, which... I mean, Rockstar isn't exactly known for keeping their release schedules. I love them. But there are times that these things happen. I'd rather a good game than a rushed game. But, the Star Wars pictures, not a whole lot to say without spoiling. Okay, I'm gonna spoil. Captain Phasma doesn't have a helmet. Holy shit. That's a spoiler. What does it mean? It means she was doing a photo shoot. What else? The Far Cry, trailer was actually kind of funny. Because it's set in, like... it's like a religious cult, and, you know... it looked really nice. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were just bullshots to sell the game. And the engine doesn't look nearly as good. It's Ubisoft after all. But, I had the most fun with Far Cry 3. I don't think we're gonna get that feeling back, though. I feel like the Far Cry series now is just gonna... just end up being very formulaic. I mean, it's been a number of years since 3. 4's done it, other games have done it. And now it's pretty much just like kind of a formula. Watchtower, upgrades, etc., etc. Here's some comedy. Here's some wacky characters. I'm sure it'll be cool. I'm sure people are gonna enjoy it. But, for someone who's not like a diehard Far Cry fan, like myself, I don't have a whole lot of interest in the series outside of the 2 I played. It better be damn good. Otherwise, I'm not really gonna pick it up. I guess I'm just a little fatigued with that franchise at the moment. And I know that the Far Cry BC game upset a lot of people, because, it just used the Far Cry 4 map, and, changed things a little tiny bit. How do I feel about... Well, listen, I don't want to spoil Last Jedi stuff because there's not a lot to spoil, but they revealed like a new planet. I just like that Mark Hamill said that it's going to be weird. It's really weird and different from the rest of the episodes. That's really what I want, because God knows, we got something... You want to talk about formulaic? Force Awakens, man. Formulaic as fuck. Upon rewatching Force Awakens, I enjoyed it because I like the characters, I like some of the, you know, the stuff that they set up. But none of that stuff is going to be any good for me unless it pays off. And they can't just keep remaking the same episodes. They gotta do some different shit. And it seems like that's the direction they're going in, so I'm pretty happy about that. I'm definitely interested. Rogue One, I really liked in the movie theater. That is definitely a movie theater movie. But rewatching that at home didn't do a whole lot for me. I kinda got like I liked it less when I rewatched it. The theater Rogue One experience was like a packed house. People were really getting into it. It was good, but it doesn't have like I don't really care about the characters, and some of the stupidity of the movie is really evident when you're not caught up in the hype, you know. I still stand by that. I think Rogue One is a good movie, and is a fun movie. And, I wouldn't not watch it ever again. I think I think I would spend time watching it again if I had the desire to do so. But, yeah, I'm happy that the new trilogy has, some, you know, some inclination to go in a different direction and try some different shit. That's what we need if we're gonna do this. Speaking of movies, Alien Covenant. So I talked about it yesterday, and again, I'm gonna not spoil it, but I want to talk a little bit more about it for a second. I still stand by that Alien Covenant is a good movie. I said yesterday that I liked a lot of it, and that there were some really stupid characters. Guys, some of these characters are hopelessly stupid. Now, granted, let's say they're emotional and they're scared. They're still making some of the dumbest decisions ever. I don't know why Ridley Scott keeps writing these stupid characters. That said, there were some good ones, and I was invested in watching them die. So that's cool. I did watch the Red Letter Media review, finally. Like, I didn't watch it before the movie, but I watched it after. And they seemed very indifferent, and they didn't like the alien stuff. They felt like the stuff with the alien felt shoehorned. And they're probably not wrong. The movie is a jumble, and it does, like, shift around a lot between, like, these really heady ideas and then, like, just dumb, like, kind of horror stuff. But here's the difference. I like the dumb horror stuff. I thought it was really good. Maybe I'm a donkey brains, but I thought that the stuff that was closest to Alien 1 was actually pretty enjoyable. Some of the CG was a little bit dodgy here and there. Very, very minorly dodgy. You know, I think it's just because at this point we take CG totally for granted. It's like, yep, here we go again, CG. But it worked. I mean, there were some really genuinely, like, there were moments that I jumped. There were moments that I was actually, like the tension built up. The predictability of the movie didn't help it. But I absolutely enjoyed... I'm not really using the phaser, am I? I absolutely enjoyed the tension and like, just the uneasy feeling that the movie kind of created. And that's something that I didn't expect, because Prometheus did not have any of that. So this was definitely a better movie than Prometheus, and I'm really glad that it came out somewhat good. And, yeah, I know that Red Letter Media was pretty indifferent about it, and they were, like, kind of not into it. But I kind of liked it. A lot. For what it was. Which is to say, I liked it. Not better than Alien 1 or 2. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'm actually kind of satisfied. I was... My expectations for the movie got lowered really low. And, I was pleasantly surprised. So, pretty okay with that, right? God damn it! Is it better than Alien 3? I thought so, yeah. I had some real trouble. We're gonna get back into this, and I'm gonna... I got it. This is gonna be a good run. This is gonna be a better run, I should say. I was still using a level 1 weapon in the sewers. That was not preferable. There is some stuff in the movie that kind of, involves, like, greater questions. When we got out of the movie, like, okay, so, while there were moments I jumped, and there were moments I was genuinely, like, kind of disgusted in a good way at some of this, like, the gorier parts. And some of the stuff, like the surprising parts and the, you know, the, attempted scary parts, some of them fell flat for me, but I'll say this, there were also times where I laughed out loud at how stupid something was. And my friends in the movie theater, they heard me. There were moments when we laughed. There were moments where it was like, are you kidding me? Genuinely, generally you don't want your serious movie to have are you kidding me moments. But sadly it does. And it didn't kill the experience, but there was some stupidity. When we left the movie theater, my friend Tyler kind of had this theory that Ridley Scott is just about 80. His brother sadly passed away in the most horrific way possible. Well, not the most, but, you know, in a very not pleasant way. And he loved his brother. Ridley Scott is thinking about mortality. And he's putting it into these movies. What these deep, dark questions have to do with the Alien franchise is beyond me. But they're there. The good news is, though, for me, it actually kind of works. Like, the weird stuff that kind of carries over from Prometheus, I thought was really, really well done. And it kind of validates Prometheus's existence. Fuck. I'm gonna stop talking about this now, but anyway, I just, something I saw yesterday. I'm, like I said, huge Alien fan, not an expert. Go see the movie. If you're an Alien fan, make up your own mind. But I liked it overall, really. Not disappointed too much. Which brings me back to Rogue One. I'm wondering if, when I watch the movie again in like 6 months, is it still gonna be something I enjoyed? Or is it gonna have the Rogue One effect, where I watched it again and I was like, ah, it's okay. So, I'm just not sure. Yeah, I kinda had a... I don't want to go into the ending, because then that'll inevitably invite some spoilers, but I'd like to say that if I could just for 1 second say I was slightly disappointed with the ending. The predictability of it was one thing, but there's a lot of other things I didn't really like about it. I don't want to spoil it. I'm sure some people will probably be like, holy shit! What about the Han Solo and Lando spin-offs? I saw a picture of Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo, and it did not look very much like Harrison Ford. And then I said to myself, I'm gonna have a real hard time not seeing this character as anyone but Harrison Ford. Or seeing this character as anyone but Harrison Ford. It's gonna be... It's so difficult to separate the two, the actor and the character. So I'm gonna have a hard time with it. I think Don Glover is gonna be a really good choice. He's a good choice for Lando. But and anyone, they could have hired anyone, and it would have been a tough call, and fans would still have a problem. I feel. I have very little interest in that movie. I would prefer an Obi-Wan movie, 100%. Get me Obi-Wan doing cool shit. I don't know what could he do, but I don't know. There's got to be something. But yeah, the Han Solo movie, I mean, I'm looking forward to Last Jedi about as much as I'm looking forward to Blade Runner, like cautiously optimistic. But I'm also not looking forward to the Han Solo movie. I'm not thinking about it very much, and it's just there. It's just kind of there in the distance, and you know, looming. A movie where Vader gets to do cool shit? Well, the problem I have with that is Vader did cool shit in Rogue One, and it was like kind of excessive for me. I mean, they already have like a Vader comic, and it goes through a lot of what Vader was doing in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, which is, you know, kind of cool. But a movie, I mean, they'd have to get a new Vader voice too, because James Earl Jones is not sounding very Vader-like these days, the poor guy. Indiana Jones 5. Someone says, are you excited? I'm so excited to see 80-year-old Harrison Ford try and play Indy. Well, 74 I think he is. It's not very far off, I know, but let's just say this. I don't think it could be worse than... I don't think it could be worse than Indy 4. Maybe this is a chance to redeem the series a little bit and end it again, even though it ended at 3. Maybe there's a chance that it'll be good and there won't be some insane script that makes no sense. Maybe Shia LaBeouf won't be swinging from vines like a monkey in this film. I don't know. Maybe Harrison Ford won't be doing a whole lot of action. You know what? That's not true. Spoilers for the Blade Runner trailer. He's doing action. You see him punching and running and doing things. Do you think... Well, here's the thing. Do you think that we as a species are kind of just younger, older? Let me explain that sentence, because that sucked. But a lot of actors, a lot of people nowadays look way younger at older ages than they did, say, even when I was growing up. Like 50 when I was a kid, it's like, holy shit, that guy's old. Now I see like Josh Homme and like Dave Grohl and, you know, rest in peace Chris Cornell, but he looked really great for 52. I mean, fucking William Shatner looks pretty goddamn amazing for his age. Plastic surgery and Botox. I mean, I sadly can't deny that. Keanu's aged really well too. Then again, I guess if you have a fuckload of money and you have access to the best doctors in the world and like nutritionists and all those kinds of things, you're gonna age better. And also too though, here's another avenue I was going down when I said that. look at people like Arnold and Sylvester Stallone and like, you know, even Harrison Ford. Like, these are guys that are doing some really intense action scenes in movies at a pretty advanced age. And I'm wondering, like, when we were kids, or like, let's say when I was kid, which is a little bit longer ago, were there any, like, old guy action heroes? I can't really think of it. I can't really think if we had any, was that like, James Bond? Someone said James Bond. Clint Eastwood? Yeah, but he's not, like, doing, like, intense, like, Schwarzenegger action, you know? John Wayne. I mean, these are guys that kind of just shot a gun on top of a horse. But I see your point. I definitely see your point, Charles Bronson. Okay. Yeah, these are some... Bruce Lee. Jackie Chan did some pretty amazing stuff, and still does, from time to time. Sean Connery was pretty old by the time they did Never Say Never Again. That's right, he was, and that wasn't even like a real Bond film, wasn't it? It was like... It was, it was like a bootleg Bond. Connery played Bond in a bootleg Bond movie. It was a really weird kind of legal thing that happened. I don't remember exactly... I don't remember exactly what the loophole was. But yeah. I wonder, is Bruce Willis still doing action? I haven't seen him around in a while. I don't know what the fuck he's been up to. Cop Out? Just making shitty movies. Chuck Norris, yeah, that dude's a lot older than people think he is. He's making a sequel to Unbreakable. Bruce Willis is busy burning bridges. I actually kind of understand what you're saying. Apparently Bruce Willis is a very notoriously difficult actor to work with. Speaking of actors, I've heard Val Kilmer was a little tough to work with. But I saw something the other day that kind of broke my heart. So, Val Kilmer... Oh my god, I'm about to die. Val Kilmer, there was some post about, Top Gun 2. Tom Cruise has confirmed that he's doing Top Gun 2 on Reddit. It was a post on Reddit, I should say. It was a big news thing, and what happened was, Val Kilmer popped up in the thread, and he was like, "Oh man, I totally would do this again." And people were like, "Val Kilmer, what are you doing on Reddit?" Like he has anything better to do. And he actually was like, "Yeah, I'd definitely reprise my role as Iceman if Tom would let me do it." Because I think Tom Cruise is gonna be producing the movie. So, Val is kind of like, you know, putting a little bit of pressure on in that sense. But, okay. God damn it. Yeah, celebrities do show up a lot on there. Peter Mayhew is a pretty big one. William Shatner is on there, apparently. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, Val Kilmer, I loved him in the Doors movie. I loved him in... He was so great in Tombstone. He was good in The Saint. I mean, the dude has played some fucking classic roles. He was in Real Genius. He was in Top Secret. And then, of course, he was in Top Gun. And he was maybe, you know, the second worst Batman, which is still better than the worst Batman. But I like Val Kilmer. I think he was good in a lot of movies. I kind of grew up watching his movies. So, I kind of want him to be in Top Gun 2. The problem is, the dude had cancer. And I saw a video of him doing a Q&A back in February, and I think he recovered. He said he recovered from cancer, which is great. I hope that's the case. But his tongue got really swollen, and he now sounds like a high-pitched Marlon Brando. Like, he lost a lot of weight. But he sounds really, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was really good too. But he sounds really, really not himself. Like, he actually makes jokes about it, but if you type if you go to YouTube and type Val Kilmer interview 2017, and you look around a little bit, you'll see, like, apparently his tongue got really swollen. It's sadly a little hard not to laugh at the voice, but it also just makes you... It also just makes you depressed. So yeah, the guy, I don't know how well he's doing. I left a secret on the wall? Really? Oh. Okay. No, I'd prefer not to show it on stream, because it's just gonna be... People are gonna make fun of him, and... I'd rather people go find it on his own, and I don't want to see it. And also, too, I don't really want to get myself, you know, upset again. Because I just feel really bad for the guy. He's also, he was great in Life's Too Short, which was the show with Warwick Davis and Ricky Gervais and Steve Merchant. And he just played himself. You know, Butt Marl. So, sorry, there's a lot to talk about. There's been a lot of things going on, and I'm all over the place. I'm jumping from topic to topic. It's really quite hypnotic. He was great in Heat. Yeah, he was awesome in Heat. He's been in some pretty fucking, top-notch movies. But Tombstone, where he played Doc Holliday, was I think, probably my favorite role of his. Someone said, I don't think I've seen Top Gun. Dude, it made me want to be a fighter pilot when I was a kid. What fucking business do I have being a fighter pilot? Seriously, that movie was awesome. Growing up with HBO, and just every now and then Top Gun would come on, I'd have to watch it. It was one of those movies that whatever scene you caught it at, you'd have to continue. Whoa! Oh, I didn't know those things fell. Shit. Got here. Fire grenade. I haven't seen the Castlevania trailer. I'm gonna watch it with the stream a little bit later. I'm gonna try to power up in the sewers as much as I can, or in this area as much as I can before I go to the next one, because I feel like I'm missing shit like this and it's not helping me out. What else? Game of Thrones trailer. These are all the things I'm interested in, all in one go. Game of Thrones trailer looked pretty good. And I'm upset about a few things in it, like Jamie... What the fuck is happening with Jamie's storyline? For one, there's that. Actually, that's one of the only things that really bothered me. The rest of the trailer looked pretty good. And, it's getting into this kind of nebulous, scary territory of, oh, I didn't read any of this, and I have no idea where any of this is going. So, yeah, it's definitely weird, and I'm hopeful. And it's also kind of making me sad to know that the storyline is coming to an end. Something that's been with me for like 7 years. Something that's brought me so much joy to just not know what the fuck is happening. I will soon know exactly what happens. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Less than 2 months away. Really well put together trailer. Of course, Davos is the voice of reason as always. Opinion on Game of Thrones spin-off on HBO. Westeros is kind of an awesome world. Half of the reason I feel people love the series is because the world is just cool and really fleshed out. And I mean, spending more time in Westeros isn't a bad thing if it's done well. I heard HBO had like 4 different types of concepts for a spin-off in mind. And they're going with the best one. Like, they're gonna develop 4 of them, or at least, like, you know, get a little ways in, and then the best one will be the one they work on. That sounds like a pretty good strategy. God damn it. There we go. I'm gonna go for the ice grenade. I like that better than the fire grenade. Spin-offs are okay. Spin-offs are okay as long as they don't interfere with the main series. Which is what killed the final season of Star Trek Next Generation. It hurt the early seasons of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And it hurt probably the whole run of Star Trek Voyager, in my opinion. I know people love Voyager. I know As Your Right Reaction loves Voyager. There's a lot to love about Voyager, but I feel like it could have been even stronger if they didn't overextend themselves and spread the talent really, really thin. Whoa. I didn't think he was gonna hit me. Yeah, Better Call Saul I haven't watched. I didn't, I never even watched Breaking Bad. I know. Trust me, I know how stupid that is. One day I'm gonna get to it, really. But, yeah, like Better Call Saul I heard was great, and I think that's the type of spin-off. You know, maybe have a little visit from some familiar characters here and there. Incoming shitstorm. Too late, it's here. What? You've never seen it? What? Are you crazy? You never seen Breaking Bad? I'll have to go through my archives of the shows that I love that people have never seen. But until then, yes, no, Breaking Bad, I've had some plans to watch it for a while. And I would like to. And it's also, the showrunner is amazing. Vince Gilligan wrote the best X-Files episodes. So, I already know that the dude is amazing, and I know the talent, I know the credentials, so I'm excited to finally jump into it. I'm not into Twin Peaks. Someone said, what about Twin Peaks? Listen, I watched the first season. I kept falling asleep during every episode. I didn't give it a fair shake because I was just watching it at nighttime, and I was just tired for every episode. Not into it, man. And I like David Lynch a lot. And I know Jay from Red Letter Media loves Twin Peaks. My friend Mike loves Twin Peaks. A lot of my friends love it. I tried. I'm gonna have to try again one day. I've heard Bowie was in the movie, yeah. I'm not completely done with it, but let's just say I didn't get what I was supposed to get out of Season 1, and I don't remember a lot of it. So I'm gonna have to try again with that. Someone in chat just said, I think people just say they like David Lynch. No, I mean, my favorite director is Kubrick. I know, pretentious asshole I am. But I love Kubrick movies, and they're endlessly rewatchable for me, and I always find something. And I know Lynch kind of has, you know, he's got a little bit of that too, and he genuinely has made some excellent movies, and I like his directing style. I don't know, Twin Peaks just didn't quite grab me by the balls. I'll take this for now. This is the unpopular Vinny opinion on things we like, Media Hour. But it's true. So yeah, spin-offs. Anyway, back to spin-offs because, yeah, I don't mind a spin-off of Game of Thrones as long as it's done after Game of Thrones is totally wrapped up. If you want to stay in Westeros, stay in Westeros. Like, I don't even mind that the Star Wars stuff is continuing, like some people are upset, like, let it be done. I like the Star Wars universe. I think it's, you know, our universe can be kind of boring sometimes. You know, so people of course get lost in fiction. They get lost in the Marvel universe, they get lost in Narnia, I guess, Middle-earth. You know, it's fun to learn about these worlds that don't exist and are interesting and have things that you can do in them that you can't do in the real world. So, yeah, I mean, I'm cool with the stories being set in the universe, but one of the problems that that arises is it's hard for people to just tell an original story and just focus on a few characters and do something interesting and not have to like ram shit in there. Like, oh, it's a Star Wars movie, it has to have this. Like, no, it doesn't have to have anything. Just make it good. Make it interesting. Make it have... You know, just make it have a story. Logan was such an amazing movie because it didn't have Mystique fucking around. It didn't have, like, it wasn't like a checklist of everything that needed to be in an X-Men movie. It was just a great story with great performances. Well, it wasn't even a great story, it was a simple story, but it just, the characters were great, and it just, everything it attempted, it did well. So... And I think that was one of the problems that Red Letter Media had with Alien Covenant. Now, I think Ridley Scott would be crucified either way. If he made an Alien movie, where he did the checklist like he did in this new one, where it's like, okay, we gotta have this, we gotta have this, we gotta have this. The fans are gonna be expecting it. You know, airlock, spaceships, hypersleep. There's gonna be, you know, aliens, and it's gonna be mental men, mate. That's kind of what we got. But I feel like there was enough interesting stuff in there that I didn't mind it too much. It kept my attention, and it kept me entertained. Oh, shit. But if Ridley Scott didn't include the checklists, and he wanted to, like, go against convention and do something kind of original, then fans would complain. Honestly, the only winning move would have been for Ridley Scott not to make an Alien movie. Which is, in my opinion, the choice he should have made. He should have made a weird little movie about androids and you know, like, stuff like that, and, like, the question of mortality, if he was gonna do that. But regardless, he did the checklist, and like I said earlier, call me Donkey Brains, but I thought it was great. I thought it was really well... maybe not expertly made, but I thought it was well done. And I don't regret my theater ticket. What else? Oh. Yeah, the, so yeah, I mean, it's possible, you know, to do spin-offs and to do stuff. Are we talking about spin-offs still? So if they go to Westeros again in HBO, just tell some original stories, or have George R. Martin outline some stories he had, and just stay true to the spirit of the show, and do something cool that fans would like, but also maybe people who aren't fans could enjoy it too. I feel like it's time, if the Alien movie, Ridley Scott feels like the Alien franchise should be, I know people are probably getting sick of me talking about Alien, but I'm gonna stop here. I'll just say that he feels like the Alien, he did an interview, he said that the Alien franchise should have kept going. He was like, I don't understand. It was so ripe with material, and yet it just kind of stopped. Well, the reason it stopped is because the fucking tampering of Hollywood with the scripts. The studios were like, we gotta have another Alien movie, we gotta have this, we gotta have this, and they wouldn't let the directors do their own thing. James Cameron was allowed to do whatever he wanted, more or less. And he was, you know, in control. I mean, he's James Cameron, he's not gonna fucking bow down. He had a lot of clout by the time he made Aliens too, so... I think Ridley Scott, great. He's made some movies, it's time for him to stop. He should just give the reins, once again, to a very interesting and talented director, and maybe the studio could just not interfere and let someone make their story. That's the only time these movies, like the Marvel movies, work, because the studio's just like, yep, give it to someone, let them do their own thing, and it's gonna be cool if we just let them, let, like, fans write these movies and direct them, basically, and, you know, I gotta say, I don't really hate any of the Marvel movies. I'm not even a big superhero fan, I did not grow up with comic books, but yet I have enjoyed almost every Marvel movie I've seen. As long as they keep doing, like, Thor, I have zero interest in Thor, to the point where I have not seen the second movie. But giving the movie to Taika Waititi, the third one, the director who made the weirdest movie I've seen in years, What We Do in the Shadows, and having him, like, cast Jeff Goldblum and doing all this weird shit with it. The trailer looked really good. And now I want to see Thor 3. I had no fucking interest in Thor. I didn't give a shit about Thor. So me personally, on a serious note, I think Marvel has figured it out, and I wonder if it's gonna last, but I hope it does, because I do like those movies. Jesus. Okay. No, you! Fucker! I knew that fucker was gonna be the end of me. One more run. You also like how I couldn't find another weapon, another melee weapon, that entire time. I got that far using, like a fucking level 1 rapier. But yeah, mistakes were made. I also am not crazy about the teleportation one. This game has some really cool sub-weapons and traps and all that fun stuff, but the teleportation one, for me, that only really works well with the backstabber, the assassin's knife. Otherwise, I have trouble with it. Will you be playing the ARMS test punch today? Oh, that's right. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. So you mean today is in, like, you know, like tomorrow for me. Are there specific times that it's happening? Or is it just, the whole day? It's the 26th. Oh, it's Friday. Oh, okay, Friday. It's on Friday. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, I'll be doing that. Also, hey, KY, what's up, dude? 8 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll take a look. I think, this game really wants me to have the phaser. The music is quite unsubtly Castlevania, yeah, it's got some Castlevania overtones. I wouldn't even say undertones, but I kind of like it. Okay. What do we got? Damage reduced by 10%. I'm gonna keep... yeah, I'm gonna do that one. Okay. Oh, man. Did you see that? I landed in the weirdest way possible for that. Oh, man. Got a little craziness over here. Okay. Time to get behind them. I have a minute left, so I can kind of take my time a little bit. There we go. There we go. Can't take a single hit in these challenge rooms. These fucking challenge rooms. Look at this shit. Oh, they back away. I'm really, really focusing on this. I want to really complete this challenge room here. This is my last run. I'm gonna make it glorious. I believe you do have to kill everything, yeah. Kill all the enemies, yeah, it says it. Guess I can just kind of do this. Yeah, that works. And done. Second challenge I've ever completed. Whew. Flammable Sword 3. It's a little junky. I kind of like the rapier a little bit better. I gotta keep the rapier. The rapier also does more damage against a bleeding target. Well, it just so happens I have the thing that causes bleeding, so... Can we get a Vine bouquet emote? Why? Because I say bouquet when I'm taking damage. I'm going to... Yeah, I glitched the music somehow. Someone's waiting. Sonic fan in chat is waiting for Mayro. But you're a Sonic fan. Fuck this. I'm taking this. Saves your life once. One time. Let's check the, get ossified URI. That Sonic fan in chat, I want you to know. Oh, he says the world has imploded because Vinny, my favorite streamer, mentioned me. That's very touching. That's very sweet of you. I was gonna say, I want you to know that I know we live in a world now where you can like both Mayro and Sanic. I like living in such a world like that. But really, you should get a better favorite streamer. There's plenty out there. I'm telling you, there's a lot of good ones. I hate that thing. God, do I hate that thing. A lot of people have been asking me for my opinion on the Rabbids and Mario crossover. Oh my god. Like, every 10 minutes or 5 minutes someone comes into the chat and says, what did Vinny think of it? What do you think of it? And it's like, I don't know. There's no info, really. I mean, it's just its existence. Mario's got a fucking gun. And I don't find Rabbids funny or creative or whatever. I've only ever seen a Rabbid game on the Wii, so I don't know what the hell's going on there. This is the description that people have told me about Rabbids, that they were minions before minions. So this could either be the end of times, or it could be like Kingdom Hearts level of quality. Guess which one I'm leaning more towards. Wow. I still haven't found... Really, I still haven't found... another, what are they called? Skills. I haven't found another skill. This isn't gonna be a fun one. Jesus. Guess I spoke too soon. There's another skill. Throwing knife 4. Oh, never mind. No, this isn't a skill. This is a sub-weapon. Still, not bad. Causes massive bleeding, and throws a little grenade, too. That's quite good. I had the most amazing run of Isaac earlier, guys. I had, on the Switch, I had the, I took a screenshot of it, but I had this little helper guy that, I had a helper that drops pills. I had a helper that drops pills, right? So, I kept getting pills. Like, every couple of rooms I would get a new pill. And I ended up getting, mostly the pills, one makes you smaller. You know that one? It just makes you smaller. Pretty self-fucking-explanatory. I got, like, 7 of those. And at one point, my Isaac was just a couple of pixels. Yet I had 3 flies around me, so I was like a little baby Isaac. With almost no hitboxes. And whenever something did try to hit me, the fly would block it. I was so tiny. Here we go. Fire grenade. It's something. Not my favorite skill, but I'll take it. But yeah, it was a really good ride. I ended up, I don't have everything unlocked on that Isaac, because, you know, all the stuff I've unlocked is on the computer. But I did manage to complete a run, obviously. I mean, if I didn't, man, God, that'd be a huge disappointment if I barely could get hit and I still lost.
Oh no! Oh no!
Someone said Afterbirth Plus is a rushed DLC. Well, they took their time with it. I still hear a lot of Anti-Birth versus Afterbirth. And, Afterbirth Plus, and people are definitely polarized about it. But, I'm gonna get the magnetic, even though that does help me with my... This phaser here helps me 30% damage on bleeding target. Fuck. I guess the thing with Afterbirth Plus, with AB Plus, was that they were adding stuff over time. So yeah, it was rushed, but there was... You know, they're adding, like, updates to it. I mean, yeah, they're community updates, but... the highest of quality. So... I kind of get where they were going for, what they were going for. I still think that Anti-Birth obviously has more stuff in it. And, is really well done. But I still think AB Plus is pretty good, and I think in time, it's gonna be even better. So, yeah, I kinda feel like it was rushed, but I still like it. Are mods being added to the Switch version? No, they're not. Not right away. What they're doing is, the content updates, even though they, you know, they happen frequently on the PC, on the Switch, they're saving them so that they can, like, do 3 at a time, or something like that. So, every 3 months instead of every 1 month. Every 3 months you'll get one big update instead of a small one every month. And that's a little disappointing. So... Spiteful Sword. This does, the damage on the bleeding targets. And I do get hurt a lot, so let's go for it. Fuck it. I'm just gonna get it. Meat grinder? No, I'm not doing the meat grinder. I'm gonna... What level meat grinder was that, guys? That was a 4? My fire grenade is 6, though. And my magnetic grenade, well, it would be... I like the magnetic grenade too much. It really, it helps me with crowd control, and this fire grenade is just too good to let go of. So, I'm gonna keep it like this. Must be another one. Sorry, Nightbot said another one. Get me the fuck out of here. Take me to Flavortown, anywhere. Fire grenade is not that good, but it does have damage plus 50%. That's why I want to keep it. Those big fucking skeleton jabronis really scare the shit out of me. Going to the ramparts. This is it. This is the best run. 50% damage increases only on the fire grenade. Oh. Burning Mace 2? Oh, come on. No. I showed you guys a little, preview, or just like a little bit of a game that's on Kickstarter at the moment that I actually really like the look of, called Blasphemy, which is a very, very interesting looking game. Kind of reminds me of like some of the darker aspects of Castlevania, and a little bit of like the Dark Souls kind of just twisted, amazing pixel art. I'll have to. So much damage I just took there from that one fucking guy. I keep calling it blasphemy. Oh, sorry, it's blasphemous. Is it blasphemy if I call it the wrong name? I showed it. Someone says I don't believe in crowdsourcing. I think that's fine. I understand your feelings, especially when people have been burned a lot, you know. But, it has produced some good things, too. But, you know, that's your choice. I feel like it's here to stay, whether you like it or not. People are gonna be crowdsourcing things for a while to come. It got fully funded in 24 hours. But no, it really looks... I love the way it looks, and it seems like it kind of reminds me of this a little bit, but I don't think it's anywhere near roguelike or anything like that. I think it's just a straight-up, like, kind of hack-and-slash, Castlevania-esque adventure. Someone said it's not blasphemy to call it the wrong name, it's heresy. No, it's treason. I had 1 HP there. You saw that, right? That was extremely fucking close. Blood shield. I'm surprised I'm still getting blueprints. It's not procedurally generated at all, it's all handmade. That's what I want to hear, and this is what I want to see. +1 strength throws a grenade. Well, I lose the bleeding bonus, but that's okay. Do I want that ice grenade? No. No, I'm good on ice grenade. It's only ice grenade 3. If it was ice grenade 4 or 5, I'd be into it, but it's a little too low level. The magnetic grenade is just really good at, like, crowd control, so... And again, the fire grenade is doing its job. It's a fairly powerful... I don't love the fire grenade generally, but this one's pretty good. Let's see, I could use a little bit more health, actually. If I could get an upgrade for health, I'd be pretty happy. Do I listen to audiobooks? I've listened to the Norm Macdonald audiobook for his book. I've listened to the audiobook for The Disaster Artist. And I've listened to the audiobook for A Feast for Crows. Before I stopped listening to the audiobook for Feast for Crows and then just finished reading it. Are you going to do your A Song of Ice and Fire content when the new season comes out? What do you mean? Oh, like episode discussions? That's cool. Good. Good, good, good. That was good. Very, very proud of myself. Yeah, I'll probably do some Game of Thrones discussion. I like to do that. I like to, discuss the differences between the show and the book. I will say, though, you could just watch Alt-Shift-X, and he'll do an infinitely better job than I ever could. But I do like talking about random nonsense, so if I'm feeling up to the task, then yeah, I'll probably make a few, videos about that. Knife Storm. What do you think? Knife Storm or Fire Grenade? I think, well, Fire Grenade's still 6. It does more damage overall. Remove the magnetic grenade. Knife Storm isn't great with magnet. Well, how about this? How about we do this? This does 175% damage on a burning target. What if I throw fire, then throw Knife Storm? However, Magnetic Grenade does some pretty nice damage against burning targets, too. But I think for sheer power... you can't really go wrong with this combo. Fighting the boss is gonna be a bit of a challenge, to say the fucking least. But I'm gonna live on the edge. I'm gonna live dangerously. When I say fighting the boss, I mean fighting one of the bosses. I haven't even fucking made it to the run boss yet. Wow, that's pretty fucking amazing room clearing power that I have there. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. Grenade 3, fuck that. Do I know much about the Star Wars canon universe outside the movies? Just a random question. I know Star Wars Rebels. I know some of the no longer canon extended universe. Some of the video games, not really. I tried to get into the comics, but it didn't really happen. Here we go. Rip on boss 1. I think I'm gonna rip on boss phase 2. But let's be optimistic here. Dinosaurs will roam the earth. I do a lot of damage with these, you know, skills that I have here, so I mean... not all hope is lost completely. And I can just keep putting more dots, more dots. Oh fuck, the knife's out of power. we go, phase 3's coming up. Yep. Alright, alright. And I only use 2 potions too. That's actually pretty okay for me. Jesus. Second time I've killed him, both on stream. And I'm using... yeah, I guess that was a pretty decent combination of items. Whew. I'm happy to be wrong. I am happy to be wrong. SteamWorld Heist on PC. You liked it? SteamWorld Heist is great. I remember KY recommended it to me. And, I really loved it. The SteamWorld series is amazing. I'm excited for SteamWorld Dig 2. Let's go for, I don't really want to unlock the blood shield now, do I? Let's upgrade the throwing knife. I seem to enjoy that. The door after that boss closes at 10 minutes. Oh, you have to be... and I wonder what's even in there. If you could direct one scene in the upcoming Blade Runner movie, what would you want to see? Well, I appreciate the unique question. It's not about rabbits, so that's good. I don't know. Fuck. I need to know where the aliens came from. I wouldn't mind just doing a 5-minute unbroken camera of the city. Like, you know the scene in Goodfellas where it's just following him around and it goes through, wait, no, that's Casino, isn't it? I get those two confused. Just a long-ass fucking scene. Just uncut. 5 minutes of the city. Just taking a look at the city. It was Goodfellas. Okay, gotcha. There wasn't one in Casino as well? A small scene linking the Alien and Blade Runner universes? I don't know if I'd want that. Something about that feels kind of weird. I'm not gonna get that. Kind of like my current setup. Like Charlie work, yeah. Assassin's Dagger 5. This does 30% damage on a bleeding target. Let's get it. A lot of things are going to be bleeding. Jesus, that is good. There are theories about them being in the same universe. There is a movie with fucking Kurt Russell that's set in the same universe as Blade Runner, though. I don't know if you guys know about that. It's called Soldier. Unless it's a 6, I'm not gonna pick it up because I want that bleeding for my my synergy here. Yeah, no, really, Soldier with Kurt Russell. He's got like 100 words of dialogue in the entire movie, and he plays like an android that wants revenge or something. I don't remember it. I liked it when I saw it when I was a kid, but it's in the same universe for no other reason than to be in the same universe. There's like one scene where the spinner from Blade Runner is in the background. And, just, again, totally unnecessary. Does not help the movie. Is barely even acknowledged. Sorry, he's not a robot? No, he's not a mandroid? I thought he was a mandroid, sorry. He's just a toddler. Not a baby, not yet a boy, just a toddler. Okay. Ow. Ooh. God damn, they hit hard. These fucking demented pirates. I've only... you know what? No, I've been here... I was here once off-stream. I have completed that boss one time on my own. But I didn't get very far. Lots of health. Nope. Nope. The health upgrades are so fucking useful. Yeah, I did it once on stream and then once on my own as well. Charger, everything's got to be good because I don't know what I've got into. Still don't know what the fuck he's saying in that song. I'm gonna take you for a ride. Oh, Jesus. Okay. But I do, yeah, I definitely, in the new Blade Runner movie, I would love to see just, more slow, boring sequences that showcase the city. And all the weird, like, outfits. One of the reasons Blade Runner is significant for a lot of people in the industry and otherwise is, like, it really is a fleshed out world, like, there's, like, future projections of different, like, styles, there's punks, there's Hare Krishnas in the city. There's all kinds of weird, like, different fashions. It's not just, like, generic people in the background. Do not worry about these people. They are generic. They are wearing generic human clothes. In the movie, there's great care taken to, make sure that when, you know, you're actually looking around in the city, you get to see all kinds of stuff that, that you may not have, no, well, no, that's not true. I was gonna say, that was the wrong sentence. All kinds of stuff that actually could be, like, real world. And it's really fun to spot some of that stuff. But, that's one of the reasons I like the movie so much, is because it's endlessly rewatchable for me. On most of my rewatches, I just focus on the backgrounds. Like, I look around at the city, I look around at what people are doing, how they're dressed. It's, it sounds kind of boring, but that's what I don't know, that's what I like in it. I think that's why the people that like Blade Runner so much like it, because it's kind of one of those things where you just absorb your surroundings with that wonderful Vangelis soundtrack. But, yeah, the more boring the better. Seriously. I'm okay with action. You know, I like that stuff too. But if it's a nice boring... It's got some nice boring scenes that showcase the city and the characters, I'm all for it. I actually don't know how to leave this place to go to the next area. Yeah! That was bad. Rip run incoming. Oh right, yeah, I have an extra chance. Another reason the movie Fifth Element holds up really well too, the fucking Fifth Element CG, is that chase scene is still impressive. Which is weird because, like, the late 90s was like a really strange time for CG. And now, not very many movies hold up. I missed a blueprint. So I did. Spiked shield, you say? Interesting. I am so fucked. The exit is indoors. It's on top of a building. You missed it. Oh shit, really? The Matrix holds up too. It has some good scenes. There are some CG scenes that look a little dated, but it still surprisingly... still holds up surprisingly well. Fifth Element did have an anniversary, yeah. I thought it was crap when I was a kid because I didn't see it, and the video game got bad reviews. So I was like, this looks stupid. I'm glad that opinion changed very quickly. I'm glad that the video game being bad didn't mean the movie had to be bad too. But I was a young shithead. This is the exit. Oh shit, the graveyard. I've never been to the graveyard. The Jurassic Park has some of the best CG. Well, that's because it's, there's a number of, like, YouTube videos that kind of go in depth about why Jurassic Park's CG holds up so well. And, one of the main reasons is that it is combined with, like, stop motion. And also, it's used very, very kind of sparsely, like parsley. And it's also, in some of the more interesting scenes combined with animatronics, like the T-Rex scene, and also, it's at night and it's raining. So a lot of the imperfections of the CG at the time are kind of masked as a result of that. I don't know what to get. Let's get the spiked shield for the fuck of it. Or they just, no, the dinosaurs were real in the movie. I thought that was obvious. Spiked Shield 5. Swarm of biters crawl from your victims. It does 495 damage. I don't think I want to fuck with it right now because I am not good with shields. What time are you doing, Mayro? As soon as this run is over, which could be probably any minute now. But yeah, that shield definitely does do a lot of damage, and if I had any familiarity with the graveyard, I would have gotten it, but... Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh no! I need better weapons. Oh my god! Mario, please! This is bleb. The graveyard was a mistake. I should let the dead rest. Oh, this could be interesting. Come on. I need like a thing that's good. Assassin's Dagger 7. 20% damage when inflicting a critical hit. Oh man, that's good! That's good considering you want as many critical hits as possible with this fucking thing. I lose the bleed damage stuff, but that's okay. I'm probably gonna end up getting new skills and stuff soon anyway. But yeah, this is very interesting. This is a very interesting run. I mean, the enemies here are really fucking brutally hard, or have a lot of HP. Whoa, you kicked me! What the fuck, Mario? I need a key. Let's not worry about that. Okay. Dude's got a hook. Dude has got a hook. No! You can't! Alright, well we got Mayro time coming up. That was... I just got roadhogged. Fucking... Christ! It's a good run though, no? Okay. Okay! We're gonna do Mario RPG now, everyone, so yeah, let's take a minute. And we can take a quick break and decompress and chill for a few minutes, and then Mario RPG. It won't be a very long Mario RPG stream, but I can give you about an hour and a half. So, holy fuck that hook. Be right back.